I had a plan. Stop him.
Left hand again. He gets him against the ropes, and he goes down again.
Skills and speed, the
Weight champion of the world.
My goodness, this kid is patient. He has extreme punching power, and he has speed and timing. He is dynamic. This kid to me is the
Champion, the current reigning and defending undefeated WBC
And the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters. From London, England, 23 fights as a professional, 21 victories, 20 KOs. That's a 90% KO to victory ratio. He's the former WBA heavyweight world champion and the current reigning and defending IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. And his opponent, also from London, England, an Olympic gold medal champion, 31 fights as a professional, 28 victories, 25 of those 28 victories by KO, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Absolutely. I think he's actually one of the most fascinating sportsmen in the world today. One of my favorite boxers because we've seen him grow up in front of our eyes. 2012 he wins the gold medal, and he was kind of perfectly crafted as this vessel of British sport, and everyone was backing him. But I've always felt, dare I say, that the British public has been a little hard on Anthony Joshua. They don't give him enough leeway. And 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago, he loses to Alexander Usyk for the second time in Saudi Arabia. He takes the belts, he throws them out of the ring. He has what appears to be a breakdown at the press conference, and I felt like everyone just dismissed him. Here we are 2 years later, 96,000 at Wembley. He has reinvented himself with the help of Ben Davison. He's this close to becoming a three-time heavyweight champion, this close to becoming undisputed champion. What a turnaround, and I hope that the British public will support him on Saturday if he does. You guys are too hard on him. I think you need to back him. He's one of the best boxers in the world. He has flown the flag all over the world. He has represented the country, I think, on the grandest of stages in the best way. He's done nothing to embarrass, nothing to disappoint. Yeah, you lost the fight. Big deal. Worst things can happen. And I think there's many layers to him. And what I think is so fascinating about him this particular week is the fact that he seems to be, he's here to kill. And he's here to kill another Brit. And that guy's in his way on Saturday.
Fight fans, welcome back to Luxury Tainment. Heavyweight's gold is on the line on Saturday when Daniel Dubois puts the IBF Championship on the line against two-time former unified champion Anthony Joshua. As important as the championship is, the fact that the winner is positioned for a massive potential fight with the winner of the upcoming rematch between unified champion Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury is even bigger. Both Dubois and Joshua have suffered defeat at the hands of Usyk, but neither has had the opportunity for a massive all-British showdown with Fury. The easiest path to either a rematch with Usyk or a mega fight with Fury for either man is to simply get the win on Saturday and hold IBF gold. Both men are coming into the fights off of big wins, with Dubois stopping Filip Hrgovic and Joshua scoring a knockout of the year contender against former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. Anthony Joshua is prone to disappointing performances from time to time, and Dubois is dangerous enough to put Joshua down. That said, it's impossible to overlook the holes in Dubois' defense. Dubois won the interim IBF title, later elevated to the full championship by stopping Filip Hrgović in 8 rounds. But in those 8 rounds, Hrgović outlanded Dubois in power punches, connecting on 67 to Dubois' 62. Joshua hits much harder than Hrgović and harder than Usyk, who stopped Dubois in their 2023 fight.
Let's go now.
Sharp, relax. Relax.
You want to go now? Let's go.
Relax.
You want to go now?
Get a chair across your face. Don't disrespect.
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect.
think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this face. Don't disrespect me on my life.
Joshua seems motivated, and this is a huge fight for him in the later stages of his career, so it's easy to see a fight where Joshua abuses Dubois' defensive irresponsibility and brings things to a quick and brutal end. Joshua, with 28 wins, 3 losses, and 25 wins by the way of knockout, is looking to become the 5th man in history to hold a heavyweight championship on 3 occasions. Only Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, 4-time winner, Lennox Lewis, and Michael Moorer have done it before him. In June, Dubois, with 21 wins, 2 losses, and 20 wins by the way of knockout, posted a career-best triumph over previously unbeaten Filip Hrgović, whom he stopped in 8 rounds to win the interim IBF championship. Weeks later, Dubois was upgraded to full champion when Alexander Usyk, who defeated Dubois last year, relinquished the title. When 2 authentic knockout artists square off, there's the tendency to think the fight will be over in a hurry. However, what often happens in the puncher v puncher matchup is that both respect each other's power so much that a tactical battle transpires. There's sure to be plenty of heavy hitting, but I think we'll see a lot of technical boxing in this fight too. Both men have skillful and accomplished trainers in their corners, and strategy will be key with so much on the line. Since teaming up with trainer Ben Davison and boxing coach video analyst Lee Wiley, Joshua gradually has developed into an economical, patient, highly effective boxer-puncher. He broke down Otto Wallin within the jab and the straight right hand to the head and body, forcing the Swedish lefty to quit on his stool at the end of 5 rounds. And while the Francis Ngannou fight was over in 2, Joshua didn't waste a punch. Dubois cannot be underestimated, and he's an improving fighter. Perpetually written off after the stoppage loss to Joy Joyce in 2020, the Londoner has shown serious fighting heart in wins over Jarrell Miller and Hrgović. However, there are holes in the IBF champ's defenses, and that spells trouble against a puncher like AJ. I believe Joshua is a better boxer and has more tools. He's accurate and versatile with excellent counter-punching ability. Over time, I see Joshua breaking Dubois down and forcing a stoppage in the 7th round. Let's now break down each fighter's strengths and weaknesses. Let's examine the advantages and disadvantages for each fighter in this upcoming fight. Advantages for Anthony Joshua. Experience. AJ has faced a high level of competition in his career, including elite fighters like Vladimir Klitschko, Andy Ruiz Jr., and Alexander Usyk. His experience in high-pressure situations would give him a significant edge. Power and precision. AJ's knockout power is well documented. He has stopped a number of top-tier fighters, and despite some losses, still retains formidable strength and accuracy, making a 7th round knockout plausible. Technical ability. Joshua's fundamentals are more polished. His jab, footwork, and ring IQ are typically superior to Dubois. This technical edge would allow him to control the pace and distance of the fight. Conditioning. AJ is known for maintaining a high level of fitness. His stamina allows him to stay active into the later rounds, which is crucial if the fight extends beyond the early stages. Adaptability. Joshua has shown the ability to adapt his strategy mid-fight. For example, in his rematch with Andy Ruiz, he displayed a more cautious, controlled approach. This versatility could help him exploit Dubois' weaknesses. Disadvantages. Chin vulnerability. AJ has been knocked down multiple times, showing a vulnerability to big punches. Dubois, with his own knockout power, could potentially capitalize on this if he lands cleanly early in the fight. Mental pressure. Joshua's losses have raised questions about his mental fortitude in certain situations. If Dubois can put AJ under pressure, Joshua might struggle psychologically. Now let's look at the advantage for Daniel Dubois. Raw power. Dubois is an explosive puncher with a high knockout percentage. If he can land heavy shots early, he has the potential to hurt Joshua, especially given AJ's vulnerability to power punches. Youth and hunger. At 26 years old, compared to AJ's 34, Dubois is in the prime of his youth and likely hungrier to make a name for himself on the world stage. He could bring relentless aggression in the early rounds, seeking to disrupt Joshua's game plan. Aggressive style. Dubois tends to press forward with aggression, which could put AJ on the back foot. If Joshua doesn't deal with the pressure well, it could create opportunities for Dubois to land big shots. Now let's look at the disadvantages. Inexperience. Dubois has not faced the same level of competition as Joshua. His loss to Joyce exposed weaknesses in his ability to deal with higher level opponents, especially when things don't go his way in the ring. Defense. Dubois has been criticized for being defensively vulnerable, particularly when under pressure. AJ's technical precision could exploit gaps in Dubois' defense, wearing him down as the fight progresses. Stamina concerns. Dubois has not always shown the best stamina in the longer fights. As the fight moves past the middle rounds, Joshua's superior conditioning could become a decisive factor, making the 7th round a critical moment where Dubois might begin to fade. Psychological factors. Dubois lost to Joyce, where he took a knee and quit due to a fractured eye socket, raised questions about his heart and mental resilience in tough situations. Joshua, with his experience in tough battles, could exploit this mental fragility. Now let's look at why AJ wins in the 7th round. Controlling early rounds. Joshua's technical ability and experience would likely allow him to control the early rounds with his jab, keeping Dubois at bay and slowly wearing him down. Dubois fades by the 6th round. Dubois' aggressive approach might begin to wear on his stamina, especially if he fails to hurt Joshua significantly. AJ's superior conditioning would start to take over as Dubois becomes more vulnerable. Power surge in the 7th round. Joshua, having maintained a steady pace, would likely pick up the tempo in the 7th round, with Dubois slowing down. AJ could seize the opportunity to land a powerful combination, potentially finishing Dubois with a knockout or a referee stoppage. In conclusion, while Dubois has the power and aggression to make the early rounds dangerous, Joshua's experience, technical superiority, and stamina advantage would allow him to weather the storm and take control in the later rounds, leading to a decisive finish in the 7th round. So guys, who do you have winning between Joshua and Dubois? Please like, share, comment, and have a great day.
Let's get ready to rumble!
champion, the current reigning and defending undefeated WBC lineal